just started with Super Metroid, and it looks like our racers are starting now.
They are off. I am leaving. Goodbye. Peace out.
Bye. Ooh, and the life. That's always a nice gift to get out right out of the way.
A little bit of love, for sure.
You know,
it's always nice to get a few hearts early on.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a utility, but hey, life. It helps make survivability and deboosting and all that. And for those of you who haven't played a randomizer before, Link's uncle, yeah, he doesn't give you a shield. But right now, usually from the normal route, what you're seeing here is some deviance from the normal Link to the Past speedrun route by getting a book. This opens up.
That's really exciting for one reason in particular, because these players can actually check the Master Sword pedestal immediately if they want to, which would be really exciting to see.
And they could even go into Desert Palace as their first dungeon if they so desire. But what you're seeing right now is there's several of these enemies around, and with their drop tables, some of them have the possibility of dropping a bomb. It is helpful to get bombs early on because it opens up a number of early passageways and possibility of getting 5 early items.
Yeah, definitely. And TripleZed does pick up 3 bombs here in the first chest in the escape sequence, so that's going to be nice for these guys. They won't have to sit here and farm too much.
Ooh, and Quizbowl's having a bit of trouble with the knights. Or was having a bit of trouble, rather. But again, it's always nice just to get more bombs early on. So sometimes by habit of training, they might kill a few extra enemies more than necessary.
Now, I do want to point everybody's attention to the fact that this is Group T, where there are 2 players who have 2 wins in this group. And there are 2 players who have 1 win in this group, and Quizbowl has 2 losses at the moment, but if he wins 2, and TripleZed loses this one but wins his other one, and somehow Zarby wins against Pika Pals, and I think Quizbowl beats Pika Pals, then we could have a 5-way tie in this group. Whoa. Which would be absolutely insane.
Yeah, 5-way race, A lot of people would be clamoring to commentate on that.
Definitely.
And of course, one of the chests has to contain the map. Absolutely. A completely useless item for most of the people running in this event, as most of these people have already played through this game enough time to pretty much memorize most of the dungeon layouts.
So these guys are just flying through here. They're trying to avoid all these enemies as much as possible since they already have their bombs. Good decision.
Yeah. In some races, some people have had to kill some bombs, or not some enemies for bombs.
I just had a race where I didn't get bombs and I was killing as many things as possible.
Yeah. Sometimes, you only get 1 bomb when going through the farm. And, sometimes you have to buy bombs for the town of Kakariko.
So, knowing that you have a book right now, I mean, we're going to see a few more items here in the escape, but where would you go immediately after the escape?
I would think that, given these circumstances, there's 2 different routes that people could go for, depending on their preference right now. But for me personally, I like going through the woods first and then through Kakariko, just so I can simply check the bonk tree.
That's true. You know, that can definitely solidify your decision to go fight Aghanim early on.
Or, you know, for most people who don't like fighting Aghanim, just to skip him. Though, there is one other spot with Aghanim that can create intrigue of whether to fight him or not, and that's the pyramid. In some seeds, it's necessary to defeat Aghanim just to get one item on the pyramid.
Alright, so I'm trying to understand how all these rats and snakes are holding on to this many bombs. There's, like, bombs just everywhere from all of these enemies.
I don't know, maybe there was some combination of chemicals in the foods and digestion that the rats ate that somehow concocted a formula which explodes and can transform into these items that can be held into the stomach of Dodongo. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
Get
we
on
see
it,
a 10 bomb upgrade here.
Get on it, Matt.
Alright, so let's see where TripleZed decides to go. Looks like he's heading north.
Yeah, indeed he is.
Just like you predicted.
Yep. Yeah. It's a pretty common route for most of these runners, so, you know, it's an easy prediction to make. Though some runners choose to opt out of pulling the tree and some don't. Sometimes it can offer nice sundries, sometimes it can't.
Yeah, I mean, 20 arrows, not too bad. He'll be ready for Eastern once he gets a bow.
Yeah. And it is
20 rupees. Yep.
And it looks like Quizbowl's also checking the Bonk Cave.
Now, with TripleZed and Quizbowl going into Lost Woods, I really wonder if they're going to go to that Master Sword pedestal. That would be really cool to see this early.
Yeah, like a sub-10 Master Sword pedestal visit. Ooh, the Ice Rod!
That is an interesting pickup here in the Lost Woods. We don't know if it's required, but you might as well grab it while you see it.
Yeah. And, you know, hey, some money early on isn't too shabby. I mean, you know, one of them could have to go, or both of them could have to go to Zora.
That's right.
Oh, excuse me. And let's see if Quizbowl's gonna go do the check. No, neither of them are doing the check this early.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they would. I definitely would have gone for it just for fun.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, you know, and I don't think either of them have checked the map yet. No, it doesn't look like either of them have checked the map.
I mean, if they do have to do Skull Woods, then that would definitely be a better time if they do have the mirror. But there's no guarantee of that, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, hey, I've had a few seeds where that's not been a boon.
Lots of rupees and lots of bombs for these guys, and a fire shield.
Yeah. And not a lot of... And the fire small shield.
Yeah.
Glitchy graphics,
small
whatever.
shield.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, in the newest version of the randomizer, that won't be a thing. Just getting a downgraded shield and wasted item get.
Right. Yeah, things are going to be progressive in the new version. I guess the new version's already out with progressive items, progressive swords, progressive mitts, progressive shields as well.
Yeah.
See a mushroom here. Interesting.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, it's probably part of a chain, you know, knowing the RNG of this current version. And of course, knowing how several of the other races went. Probably part of a chain.
And a lamp, that's a good buy.
Yeah. Now neither of them are probably gonna have. Neither of them are gonna have to do dark strats.
And this actually, gets them close to being able to complete desert at this point. The seed might be pointing them to desert, especially if they find some boots here soon and a lift upgrade.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a few more places to check on the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Neither of them have and it looks like, and neither of them have also they can't check on the sick kid. Unfortunately, these things happen.
Quality rupees in the library.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be coming back for that one.
Yeah, I mean, if one of them happens to be 5 rupees short and happens to get like the boots early enough,
then there's probably more efficient places for them to farm, and they won't come here. Pretty much, I agree.
Yeah. It's like a last-ditch effort.
So TripleZed gambling for what the item is here is rewarded with a full heart, which isn't bad. It's good to get some health early on. He's going to save and quit and likely go to his house and head towards the dam.
By that, or he'll go straight to the mini Moldorm cave.
True. Yeah.
Runner preference.
Lots of options. Could have gone to Eastern. That could have been another option.
Checking the scissor hands house or hut. See what Shauna gives him.
Yeah. It's Asperilla, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Shanmu. I know the guy. He's pretty chill.
So these guys, these guys are pretty synced up. They're going to the same places, and honestly, they're not finding a lot of value. I mean, they found a few items for some progression here with the book and the mushroom. The lamp doesn't really immediately get them anything, though.
And a single rupee. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. But hey, there's a cave with 5 items coming up.
Yeah, usually the mini Moldorm cave has some good value in it.
Some good luck, And now, I mean, I've seen some runners do some different strategies with this. Just doing this pseudo pit walk right here, or doing bomb strats or hook shot strats, depending on what luck has happened. Different seeds, different luck. Some people go left to right, some people go right to left, some people talk to the bully first. Different people have different strats for these rooms.
No real value in this cave, though. Interestingly, these guys are not finding very much stuff.
Man,
it's really interesting.
Yeah, the siege has been quite the troll so far.
So it looks like TripleZed's going to make his way up to Ice Rod Cave, or he's going to do a fake flippers here. Looks like Ice Rod Cave is his play.
Yeah, I mean, fake flippers, it's not necessary to beat these seeds, but hey, it can save some time if either a early Ice Palace pays out or Flipper early Zora visitation plays out. And, based on their money count, fake flippers is probably not. If it was for the Zora, it's probably not a strategy that would play out decently for both of them. But
so TripleZed is trying to figure out where to go next.
No, I mean, Quizbowl actually had like a half a heart left, and he was just staying alive.
And he managed to find that fairy, which was pretty clutch.
Yeah.
So Titan's Mitts being in the Ice Rod Cave, which is amazing, has allowed them to head up to Death Mountain. Now, they also have the ability, potentially, to complete Desert as long as the bonk item isn't required, like the big key, basically.
But yeah, according to this tracker, the only items to find are from a lost old man and a spectacle rock cave.
Now, interestingly, they're taking some different routes here. TripleZed is going up to Death Mountain, and Quizbowl is deciding that he wants to do some fake flippers. So this could pay off big time for Quizbowl, doing a bit of a sequence break here.
So where else besides Zora could they go and fake flippers now?
They can go to the Hobo, and they can also check the Lake Hylia item along the way. So there he goes. He's got the fake flippers glitch. He'll probably swing around here and check the Lake Hylia item.
Just a lousy rupee upgrade. Or not rupee, what are they called? What is it? Arrows, yeah.
Yep, and he is heading to the Hobo while TripleZed is getting bodied by these cabbages.
I never noticed that. I never noticed how much they look like cabbages.
These giant cabbages. Ooh, the red male sitting up on Spectacle Rock. I like it.
But they don't have mirror to get it.
They don't, but TripleZed just found the boots. And Quizbowl found magic powder at the Hobo, and that is a progression item. So the magic bat could potentially have something good, but the boots are amazing here. This is going to give TripleZed access to the Bonk Rocks west of Sanctuary, and it's going to give him access to the King's Tomb, and he can complete Desert Palace now, which is fantastic.
Lots of stuff opened up. Though, yeah, Quizbowl is. It looks like Quizbowl is opting to check Desert Palace, or
he's doing it before heading up to Death Mountain and getting those boots. So this could be a bit of a gamble for him.
Yeah, or he could be checking Agana's cave. Is that how his name's pronounced?
I usually say Agana, but
Agana. Yeah.
I think people say it different ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, TripleZed is going to Desert. He knows he can complete it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think we've seen the map yet, so I'm not really sure what this palace will offer.
A strange play for certain. Oh.
See the power gloves here in Agana's cave. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the stupid freaking power glove. It's so bad. For both of them, actually, yeah.
Now you're going to see just the power of the Pegasus boots here, as TripleZed is going to catch up to Quizbowl pretty quickly.
Yeah. Oh, the shovel right there?
That was the shovel. Really interesting item for these guys to pick up. Looks like we're going on some fetch quests.
Yeah.
They still haven't turned in that mushroom, and the shovel is another option for them at this point.
I mean, they could be going for, what is it now? The trifecta. They could be going for like a trifecta there, or even a quadfecta.
Yeah, Quizbowl does have that magic powder, which is kind of a fetch quest item too. Although it does help in other ways.
Yeah, I mean, hey, fairies health is always nice.
Man, bombs everywhere.
I guess Quizbowl's just trying to. Hey. Ooh,
it looks like he will be able to complete this dungeon.
Yeah.
Because that compass was on the torch. Now he's going to be doing it a little slow, but he's going to grab this. Be able to grab this key and head through.
A dungeon completed is a dungeon completed, you know. It means one less look. Oh my gosh, Quizbowl just got almost got bodied there.
Yeah, he's doing all right now, though.
Yeah, health. Now, at this junction, it's never a bad idea just to go and pick up some health to restore.
Definitely. A lot of these Light World dungeons have a lot of pots with hearts in them, so usually you'll be all right. And even some of the later dungeons, at that point, some people might have enough bottles just to get some fairies. Whoa, the hook shot! in the big chest here. Amazing pickup.
Yep. And it might be one of those things that now Quizbowl has not visited Death Mountain yet, and that hook shot could play dividends for Quizbowl.
That's true. Yeah, it'll save him a little bit on the routing, but he is without boots, so TripleZed is able to get through these straightaways in a lot of this desert and desert palace area very quickly.
Yeah.
So it may end up saving him some time, but
I mean,
you know, he needs to get there immediately, and hopefully that hook shot will lead him there.
Yeah, depending on a lot of it depends on players' routing.
Yep, and Landmolus will also have an item here. So I imagine both of these guys are, I mean, we can see TripleZed already going to the later part of the dungeon. And I hope Quizbowl will continue and follow through as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the best play to do. And nothing wrong with getting health restores at this point.
Yeah, that's some good game knowledge, knowing, you know, that there's that fairy room back there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I've played the new difficulty of one-hit KO, and yeah, it's there's no problem with players getting health, because some of these bosses with limited equipment and one-hit till death, can be quite deadly.
It can be quite challenging. Now, interestingly, if somehow they had gotten some extra magic, they could use Ice Rod on Landmolus, and it does the same amount of damage as Fire Rod.
It's super effective.
And Quizbowl does have some magic, so that could speed up his fight here.
Yeah. And a lot of it depends on accuracy. Can Quizbowl land the ice shots if he opts to do the strategy?
TripleZed playing it pretty safe, just going for some sword slashes, staying away from the rocks that are bombarding him.
Those rocks as a kid, you don't realize it.
Yeah, you're more worried about like the actual, landmos themselves.
Yeah, just stabbing them in the face or slashing them in the face. Yeah. Ooh, the ether, that has the possibility of opening up some dungeon for them.
Yeah, that's a cool pickup.
Yeah, pretty neat. And this dungeon did have a crystal. We don't know which one yet because neither of them have looked at the map. But it's a crystal.
Crystal indeed, and now we'll have to see where TripleZed decides to go. I think a save and quit is probably what we're going to see here. Now he has the option to go turn in the mushroom or dig up the Haunted Grove with the shovel, or he could go straight to Death Mountain. Looks like he's going straight to Death Mountain. Definitely a lucrative area here.
Yeah. And mind explaining the running glitch right now, or do you know how the mechanics of it work?
Are you talking about the spin speed?
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, if you use hook shot on the same frame as a dash, and press those inputs simultaneously off of like a ladder, you'll be able to get spin speed. If you use a sword spin one frame later, then then you release your sword spin one frame later, you dash, you can also get spin speed. So you get to move really fast. So yeah, we have the Moon Pearl here, so these guys have full Dark World access now with those Titan Smiths. And that'll help them collect a bunch of awesome items up here on Death Mountain.
Not quite. It's actually not quite full Dark World because they don't have access to the right side yet. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, they do. Okay, Well, I mean, they could have. Oh, they actually can't go beat Aghanim quite yet, so good call. But yep, they have the hammer now, so they're good to go.
Yeah.
Now the question is, where is Quizbowl going to go?
I mean, there is a spiral cave to look at. There is a tower to look at.
Yeah, that hammer does open up Tower of Hera. See a full heart on the floating island there.
Yeah.
It looks like Quizbowl is opting to go to Death Mountain. Great choice.
Yeah. Yep. Indeed. I just wish one of them would have looked at their map first, so we'd have some idea of what each of these dungeons have to offer.
Right. All right, so Tower of Hera, here we are.
Yep. Are they gonna get the lucky chest, or are they gonna just go straight to the top?
I imagine they'll go straight to the top because you want to beat Moldorm and get whatever he's holding. In this case, I believe it's a crystal.
Yeah.
So, just based on the music that's playing.
Ah. Yeah. That I never realized that was a strategy till now. To just forego looking at the map and rather just let your ears be an indicator.
Yeah, you can actually do that, but if you go all the way to Turtle Rock and then you're like, oh, it's a pendant. You've spent a little bit of time to get there. Might be worth pulling up the map first.
Yeah.
All right, so Quizbowl's gonna be happy that he is grabbing himself some shiny red shoes. TripleZed.
Shiny suede boots. Yes.
There you go. And TripleZed is going to be hoping that Moldorm is holding the final item here in Hera, because if it's a map, he's going to have to go down to the basement. Yeah. And that is fairly time-consuming with that tile room down there.
Yeah, it could also be one of those things that pays off.
Definitely. Yeah, we saw how lucrative Desert Palace was with a shovel being outside. We saw that hook shot in the big chest and ether. So, Tower Hera could be just as good. Oh no, TripleZed getting knocked off here by Moldorm.
Yeah.
Trolldorm.
Trolldorm with level 1 soul sword. Yeah, it can be quite a troll.
He's not letting that phase him. He's coming right back at it.
Yeah, and they don't have, they do have hookshot to help with Moldorm. And they could use that to help dodge some of the knockback.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy. It's a little slower.
It's slower, but,
it's safer, maybe.
Safe. Yeah, slower, but definitely safer.
Yeah, I think TripleZed was trying to use the hammer there. Oh no, he fell in the middle. That's gonna cost him 2 floors. Now what this does is it definitely gives Quizbowl a chance to catch up here. So, he just grabbed his Moon Pearl. He's gonna be grabbing these chests here. He's getting his hammer.
Yeah, he's getting a whole bunch of lucrative items. Like was mentioned, yeah, sometimes these decisions can pay dividends.
Yep. And we also saw a bottle in there, which they have not checked the sick kid yet. A lot of interesting fetch quests to go after.
Where was the bottle at, right?
It was in that 5 chest room in
Huh.
Yeah.
How did I miss that? I don't miss items that much. That obvious. And I'd just like to give some shout-outs to W-Split. Both the Alucard and it looks like TripleZed are using that.
Oh, so TripleZed does get the map here, trolled till the end, but he did grab himself his second crystal.
Yeah.
So that's good. And he is probably going to be heading to the basement just to try to clean this place out. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, basement. I mean, like, it has paid off for people. Sorry for talking over you, by the way.
Oh, no worries. As Quizbowl heads into Spiral Cave.
At least he has the running shoes.
Oh, TripleZed deciding not to do it. Interesting decision.
All right, then. A risky decision, to be certain.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, he doesn't have a sword upgrade, so he can't check Ether, so maybe he's like, maybe I'll just come back later to do this, but if it's an important progression item, then he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
See Sankheart in the Spiral Cave chest.
And it is easy to forget the Ether spot. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, it is an easy spot to forget. And, you know, it has been a spot that does have the possibility of changing up the lead.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've seen plenty of items in that basement chest, so this is an interesting gamble from TripleZed. It looks like he's also opting to go into the Dark World and clean up some items here. Now, they're going to have to save and quit if they want to get back to the Light World, since they do not have the mirror at the moment. I mean, if they do find it here in the Hookshot Cave, then, you know, I guess power to them, but...
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with also checking out what medallion is necessary for Turtle Rock.
It looks like Land Molus provided some good stuff for them, so that Ether medallion is required.
There we go. We know some of the crystal locations now.
We do indeed. Looks like Palace of Darkness, Thieves Town, and Skullwoods are pendants. And Meyer is crystal number 6. What a surprise.
Yeah. It ain't random at all there.
And I guess they already completed Crystal 5, unless that's Eastern Palace.
Might be Eastern. Yeah, it probably is Eastern Palace.
Alright, so we saw a cape from Quizbowl here in the Hookshot Cave along with Quake, and TripleZed is pretty much right there with him, but he has completed Tower of Hera. That's the big difference here.
And both
Lots of options for these players. This world is wide open right now.
Yeah.
Looks like TripleZed might be going to King's Tomb. Might also deliver that mushroom. He's heading in this direction. We see the Bonk Rocks yielding a full heart.
Yeah. Bonk Rocks is also another location that's easy to forget.
Definitely. Good on Quizbowl for remembering. He's also going to King's Tomb.
I mean, these are locations that have caused people to race because they've forgotten to check them.
TripleZed having a party with some fairies over here, apparently. I don't know. I don't think he intended on doing that.
Has that ever happened before? Or is this one for the That's Never Happened Before books?
I think he just made a mistake, honestly. Yeah. Quizbowl with a nice shortcut there using the hook shot gets him ahead of TripleZed. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, plays like that can be costly when you make a mistake.
The sync is super real right now. Look at this.
Though I don't. Ooh, the level sword.
Master Sword. Awesome. Like, so Ether is available as a spot to check here.
Yeah. Academ's also a boss to defeat at this point.
And Quizbowl going for Zora while TripleZed is saving and quitting. Maybe we'll see him head to the Bonk Rocks here, and then maybe head towards, I don't know. Maybe he'll go to Dark World from here.
Yeah, definitely an option right now. There are several locations to check with him there.
Oh, we see the red cane here, but they don't have flippers. But that's some amazing intel from Quizbowl coming up here to Zora. Fantastic play.
Yeah. Risky, but fantastic. And he
looks like
the wrong
he
way.
doesn't have the flippers, so he has to take the long route here. And TripleZed importantly checking Sick Kid and finding the flute.
Ooh, the flute.
Whoa, big find for TripleZed.
Big place.
And the flippers in the vanilla location at Zora.
I should have said something earlier. I should have been able to brag and to call about it. Oh, how did I? Oh my gosh.
This is a huge play from Quizbowl because TripleZed might be thinking, I'll just wait until I find flippers, then I'm going to head up to Zora. But there's both flippers and red cane up there.
Yeah,
Quizbowl making some big plays here.
Yeah.
And TripleZed is heading into the Dark World. Now, TripleZed does have the advantage of having that flute, so that's good on him. But, Quizbowl is definitely cleaning up a lot of these places, and that's helping him find some goodies. So he is heading to the Haunted Grove.
Though TripleZed does have a lead right now.
He does have a lead on crystals. That is true.
One dungeon.
All right, so Haunted Grove not paying off here.
Yeah. Unfortunately. These things do happen. This is rando.
It is indeed.
And some of these chests do like to troll with their rupees.
I'm trying to think what could possibly be at the Master Sword pedestal at this point. I think the only thing I could see is maybe Bombos or Mirror. And we don't even know if Bombos is required. We know the Ether for Turtle Rock, but
maybe.
Misery Mire we don't know. There's the Fire Rod in the C-shaped house. So TripleZed getting a nice find there. Quizbowl importantly checking the Sick Kid and getting his ocarina. So beautiful plays.
Yeah. Like what's meant. I'm trying to think it could be the mirror, but at this point it's highly unlikely. In general, it's indeed highly unlikely.
Just a little love at Hammer Pegs here. Now, they cannot reunite the dwarves as they don't have that mirror, so looks like TripleZed's just going to check what he can.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And, we got like 15 seconds of digging game now, so I think it's time for some donations. Because this could be a long event. It could take several tries. So, might as well read some donations while the RNG, we'll troll someone.
There's no RNG. It's always 15.
I was being facetious.
I know.
I was being facetious.
But hey, a mirror shield in there.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to block some of these lasers and more deadly attacks.
And here comes the
troll
old Stumpy. Yeah, the troll skull. And 100 rupees from old Stumpy. And TripleZed's gonna make his way over to Hype Cave. So let's get some hype in the chat for Hype Cave.
Yep.
Although we know really the only outstanding items that are required for these players are the mirror, Bombos, maybe a sword upgrade would be pretty nice right now. Oh, the bow. They also need the bow as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I always forget it.
Bow cannot be at pedestal because Pod is a pendant.
Yeah, needed. Yeah. Though mirror still can.
It can indeed. Seeing blue bottle up here, and not much else,
No.
but still pretty cool.
A little bit. Yep. And it looks like a lot of them, or both of them, have some similar thinking. Though, I mean, you know, Quizbowl could go and start the Thieves Town if he wishes. He could go to the Skull Woods if he wishes. Or, you know, there's also... Or, I mean, you know, the Ice Palace.
Yeah, the only thing about Thieves Town and Skull Woods is that they are pendant dungeons.
Pendant, yeah.
I like his play. He's going to clean up a lot of overworld stuff. He might end up in the Swamp Palace, and that could be good for him. TripleZed finding the bow on the pyramid.
The big place.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, now we could go and check out the Eastern Palace. Though, you know, that would require a save and quit at this juncture.
It looks like TripleZed is off to Catfish. Now, if he doesn't find the mirror at the Catfish, then he's not going to be able to check those Zora items. And we know those Zora items are critical here. You need both of those items in order to complete the game, since Swamp Palace is required. And Red Cane's used quite a bit, so...
Oh, great, the neighbors. Alright, let's see what the fish offers. It could be a... No, it's just rupees.
Quality rupees here for TripleZed, and he is going to save and quit. Where will he go next? Where would you go?
For TripleZed, I mean, Eastern Palace. He already has the Tower of Hera cleared out. And, you know, all that's left for him to check is Eastern Palace. And there's still that Zora.
I agree. That's a great play. I mean, gets a crystal done and kind of just knocks the light world out of the way, more or less. He'll just have pretty much Zora to worry about. Yeah.
Except for the flippers, yeah. The flippers could be the determining factor.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was hoping Quizbowl might pop into Swamp Palace here because that's kind of his advantage right now. But it looks like he's also going to do some overworld cleanup. He doesn't have the mirror. You're right. Absolutely. So, I mean, this is going to probably reward him with the bow, and he may be on the same path to Eastern Palace.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at this juncture right now, this Eastern Palace is just going to clear out the light world, and you know it's a pretty easy dungeon at this point. You got a whole bunch of health, pretty weak enemies, a whole bunch of inventory, and it's a pretty easy dungeon at this point.
Yeah, I like knocking it out right now, and it could have the mirror in it.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably knock it out right after Palace of Darkness. So, I mean, sometimes that's not an option.
Right, in this case, they don't have the mirror, and Palace of Darkness is a pendant.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I had to choose 2 dungeons not to do, of course, that would be probably Ice Palace, or 3 dungeons not to do, that would probably be Ice Palace, Misery Mire, and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, unfortunately, these guys aren't going to be heading into every single one of those places at some point. But, you know, they have a lot of items right now. They have a lot of what they need to complete the game. Especially Quizbowl. He is ahead with the flippers.
Yeah, the flippers.
And, yeah. But TripleZed is ahead on crystals, so that's something to be noted.
Yeah.
It's kind of anyone's game right now.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what routing choices are made and how well each of these runners can execute.
And possibly, if we're lucky, if they're unlucky, I should really say, who checks the Master Sword pedestal first?
Yeah.
That
Some
might be a
RNG,
big
yeah.
determining factor.
Yeah, I mean, hey, races have turned around at the last minute.
So I believe that was 3 items in Eastern, nothing of great value there.
I think there might be one other item because they're still the boss. Because they got the map and the compass. Because Zed has the map and compass.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, and the big key. So, you need the big key to get to the boss, so, yeah.
Alright, well. Nice spin speed from Quizbowl.
Yeah, though some sloppy running around.
I think he was just having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, gotta have the fun, Gotta have the lighthearted moments.
And I'm sure at some point these guys do want to upgrade their sword again.
Yeah,
I know I would want to.
Yeah, level 2. I mean, I personally, it would be nice to find the level 3 upgrade before, if they need to take on Skullwoods. If it turns out that Skullwoods has the mirror.
Right, exactly. And, I mean, they have the ability to complete that if they really want to. And they could check the Master Sword pedestal from there, which would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Another bottle! Wow.
Yeah, I mean, hey, getting plenty of items. Getting some bottles for some potions. Never a bad thing. It would have been nice if it was the mirror for one of them, but, it's never a bad thing just to get another bottle.
Now remember, TripleZed did not check the Hera basement item. If somehow that is mirror or Bombos required for Meyer, that could make things really interesting.
Yeah. It's anyone's race at this point. What dungeon was it that had the green pendant?
I believe Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, I
has the
mean,
green pendant.
If there's a dungeon to have green pendant, it's Palace of Darkness.
Looks like TripleZed is opting to head over to the Meyer area. There are some items he can collect here, but he doesn't have the mirror, so he can't get the upper right desert item. But he can also check the requirement for Misery Meyer, which is important.
Yep. At this point, it's pretty much clearing out draining the swamp, so to speak, of all its items. Though it does seem like it's just some health.
Is he gonna check? He didn't check the requirement. Interesting. And now I think what he might be doing is heading over to the Ether Tablet and maybe cleaning up the Tower of Hera basement, and he can also check Spike Cave while he's here. So there's a decent number of items up here at the top of Death Mountain that he can check. So I can understand on him kind of waiting it out on that.
Yeah, makes sense.
That basement.
Pretty interesting play there.
And Quizbowl is heading off to snag his second crystal.
Yeah. That he is. It's at this point where you gotta start checking off those locations.
Definitely. Random person in chat brings up a very interesting point. These guys have everything they need to complete Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Or at least Quizbowl does. TripleZed needs it. Oh! TripleZed finds the mirror at Ether Tablet. Huge play there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna see. we're not going to see the
pedestal. Yeah.
pedestal. Yeah. Darn.
Well, unless Meyer has Bombos required, that's
Yeah.
the only dream that's left.
Yeah,
Because
and
we haven't
Zed,
seen what. Yeah, we haven't seen what's in Meyer.
and Zed has become a tank.
Yeah, might as well go snag that.
Yeah.
Since he just got the mirror, it's kind of a perfect place to grab the red mail.
Mm-hmm.
TripleZed did realize that he missed this chest. I know he was gonna go down here, but maybe he had some misinformation. I don't know, but I'm glad he's going back to check it.
Or I mean,
it pays off.
There have been moments where the tension is high. The hands are shaking. Mom's spaghetti. I forgetty.
Mom's spaghetti, dude.
Mom's spaghetti, yeah.
The only thing of value that can be here, really, is Bombos.
Yeah.
If TripleZed does go to Zora, then he is in what we would call Schrodinger's go mode, where he doesn't really know if he's in go mode or not. Probably butchering the name, but
yeah.
Let's see where he goes next.
I never heard of that phrase before. I mean, I've heard of Schrodinger's cat in ethics class, but yeah. Never Schrodinger go mode.
Schroding go mode. I like that.
Oh, unless you're referring to like that.
He's like neither in or.
You know, unless you're referring to that guy next to Eastern Palace, you know.
Oh, he's also Schrodinger.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He came up with the concept originally. Yeah. All right, looks like TripleZed has everything he needs for Swamp Palace, so he's gonna head over there. Looks like he's gonna make a pit stop over at the Bombos tablet. It'll be funny if we see a vanilla Bombos here.
All right. As TripleZed is missing flippers, remember?
Oh, he is. You're right.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that. My apologies.
Checking Bombos for flippers. No, just some couch cash.
As a reminder, flippers are at Zora. It is vanilla flippers in this seed.
Yeah.
And the red cane is sitting on the ledge at Zora there too. So it's a little bit of a troll. TripleZed might be thinking, you know, I'm going to get flippers and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to check it all. But you kind of need to go there to check it all.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's the Cane of Samaria, named after some guy next to the Eastern Palace.
There you go. So Quizbowl grabbing his mirror might be in go mode at this point. Definitely. He is going to grab himself a red mail. And he is heading into Tower of Hera. He's going to get himself his third crystal.
Yep. Or second crystal for Quiz.
Didn't he finish Eastern? I feel like he should have.
Oh, he finished Eastern? Oh, yeah, he finished Eastern. People on the tracker, just please get on it.
No, it's fine. I'll fix it.
All right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Don't feel too bad. I also completely forgot to count Eastern Palace when they completed that.
Looks like Tower of Hera is the trolliest place today. These players
Yeah.
are both falling down all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like TripleZed is just going out of his way just to get some of the really out of the way items now. Like there's the delivery,
Yep.
and you know, it's stuff like this that's just going to cost them some time, because most of these items are just going to be sundries and general hearts.
Right. It looks like he's gonna go for this mirror spot here in Meyer.
And
And
checking the
Quake
location.
is the requirement for
Yep.
Misery Meyer. So Quizbowl is in go mode.
Yep.
He might not know it yet, but he's in go mode. Oh no! He fell down at the big
He's also
desk.
in fall. He's also falling down again. Yeah.
See a cane of brine here from TripleZed.
Yeah.
He's finding everything he doesn't need right now.
Yeah. He just needs those flippers.
Just needs to go to Zora, and then he's good to go as well.
Though, I mean, at this junction, Quizbowl might be also trying to find the...
Quizbowl is having a lot of trouble with this bonk. Oh no!
This brings us... There's a certain comedic song that comes to mind that typically plays when chases are happening.
The Benny Hill
Benny
music.
Hill, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Feasel was on top of that. All right, so we're gonna see the Master Sword pedestal checked here.
And it's...
A full heart.
Yeah. 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 Pretty much.
So TripleZed trying to figure out where to go next. What is the right play here? And it
Where
looks
is
like
the flippers? I need some flippers. And yeah, because he's not checking Zora, Quizbowl's had all this time to catch back up.
Yeah, Quizbowl is definitely catching back up very quickly. Looks like TripleZed is going to check Bumper Cave and the Graveyard here.
Yeah. Neither of which is going to offer him what he needs.
Cool cape strats from Quizbowl on Moldorm. He's like, I've fallen enough in this place. Let's just get this done.
Ooh, and the half magics.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a
TripleZed
good
going
item.
for it. Good
It's a
play.
good item. It's a good item. You know, there's been some times where some of these races have entered one of those areas that requires magic, and they're out or like nearly depleted.
Definitely, and especially with not having bombos, can make Cold Stare a little bit crazy because you know you definitely need to have magic, full magic going into there with Fire Rod. I mean, these guys do have a couple blue potions, but this is a nice pickup.
A nice backup, you know.
Definitely. So here we go. Quizbowl is going to Meyer. He wants to know if he is in go mode, and he's about to know that. He's about to realize this.
Ooh, the dodges though.
There it is.
Though I
Should
mean, you know,
he's in go mode, but it looks like he's checking a couple items. Maybe he was looking for some swords.
Health and the swords.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's looking to get hit by those things. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he just wants a bit more health for this.
Definitely not a bad plan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, TripleZed is just playing it a bit risky by not picking up the extra bit of health.
He is. I mean, these guys do have red mail, and they have cape, and TripleZed does have Cane of Burna, so
Yeah.
I'm not expecting them to be feeling too bad right now. It looks like TripleZed is opting to do some fake flippers. I imagine he's going to check the hobo item, but if he does go to Zora, he's going to be well rewarded. Hopefully he does.
Which hobo for him? Oh, he's just checking that.
Oh, it looks like he's going to Zora. He's like, Zora's a more interesting place to go to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check the Lake Hylia item just in case. He is about to be in go mode, guys.
Yeah. And, you know, these two people are probably going to use different routes.
What's funny is he's going to be discouraged by this red cane here. And then he's going to immediately feel super happy going to Zora.
Either that or he's going to feel like really salty at the Zora. I know that there's been some situations like this where salt has been cast. Though,
that's right.
Though at this point, TripleZed has shown that it looks like TripleZed's play quality has shown a higher degree of quality than Quizbowl. So,
well, you never know. I mean,
never know.
These guys can pull out the stops at any time, so we'll just have to see at the end of the day who comes out ahead, because right now it is about execution. Both of these guys are in go mode. They're going to be trying to clear as fast as possible. Quizbowl does have the head start here, so despite not getting those early boots, I think that's what was slowing him down quite a bit early on. And so, you know, it's a race right now. Get through the dungeons as quickly as possible. They each need 4 more crystals, and some of them in very treacherous dungeons.
Yeah. And they definitely, and Quizbowl also doesn't have that double magic, so it could come down to that.
True. Yeah, that is a leg up for TripleZed here. But Quizbowl is ahead. He's definitely making his way through Mire quickly.
Oh, and he lost a few frames by sloppy portal placement. At this point, you know, anything for Triple to cut some time off of, anything for Triple to time save.
Yep, and you'll see him just fly through Swamp Palace here. If you don't need any of the items in Swamp, you can go through this area very quickly. You don't even need the big key. You can just go straight to the boss.
Yeah, you know, they just need a few keys, and that's it.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you're following both of these runners. They're putting on an awesome show for us. And this is a pretty exciting race with them both being in go mode, pretty close to each other in terms of, you know, amount of progress done. Quizbowl does have an advantage here. He's going for some bomb strats.
Really cool. Strats.
Yeah, I think Parisian Player also employed this tactic.
Oh, I know I did as well. I mean, when I didn't get the bow.
Well, it looks like he's switching over to the bow now. He's going to be able to snipe some of these eyeballs. You want to keep 8 arrows for the final big eyeball at the end. So it looks like he's going to use some sword slashes here to finish off the small ones. Getting a little low on health. He needs to be careful, but it looks like he's good.
Now we can just
TripleZed just skips through Swamp Palace, and he is heading towards Argus.
Neither of them have located the silver arrows, have they?
That's right. So right now they are operating with just the Master Sword and basic arrows. So that could make a Ganon fight very, very difficult for both of them. I know TripleZed knows how to do the arrowless strats, silverless strats on Ganon. I'm not sure about Quizbowl, but I know both of these players are pretty strong, so we might see them do it, but it's 24 spins with the Master Sword, so I'm sure they're hoping, as we can see TripleZed here, as he grabs Bombos in the chest, they're hoping to find a sword upgrade, maybe silvers.
Like I said, a lot of this is just a matter of choosing where to go, of routing, and what chest to risk. So, I mean, it could turn around any moment now.
It could. If one of them does find a sword upgrade, that could be pretty huge. But those swords might also be hiding in Ganon's tower, which could make for very difficult cold stare fights and Trinex fights
Yeah.
as well. You could see,
And,
you know, Quizbowl
hey,
taking a little bit of time for that Vitreous fight.
I mean, even those cheese puffs of Vitreous, yeah, they do take 2 hits.
Oh yeah, Argus here, definitely
Argus.
a little tougher too.
Yeah. Yeah. And at this point, yeah, most runners, if they had a higher level sword, would probably have finished this fight by now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just takes so much more time.
Yeah.
It looks like TripleZed's going to be using the Fire Rod to get a little bit of extra damage here on Argus. Decent plan.
Yeah, nothing wrong with using the rods as long as you can hit them, you know?
Definitely. And it looks like he's going to make pretty quick work of Argus here as commentators curse him. Okay, there he goes.
Yeah.
And Quizbowl electing to check a couple chests here at the start of Swamp. This could pay off.
Yeah. I mean,
Extra health is nice.
Quiz got some health, so...
Let's see where TripleZed decides to go to next. It looks like he might be heading towards Ice Palace.
Yeah. Though, I mean, you know, the sword could also be next to a certain big fairy.
True. Yeah. The Butter Sword could be basically in its vanilla location. We might even see silver arrows there, too. But I don't imagine these players are going to spend the time to do that. It's quite a time sink.
Yeah. I mean, especially considering both of them are, like, level 2 or the Dark Swamp Palace right now. And I don't know if both of them have... I don't know if Quiz has 5 and 6 crystals yet or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But what is interesting is... Oh, I believe Misery Mire and Eastern Palace were 5 and 6. So, actually he does. But what's interesting is TripleZed does have that half magic, so that's going to make the Cold Stare fight a lot easier for him.
I mean, for Quizbowl, based on his proximity to that shop, it could be a viable strategy. It could be something that plays off, but probably not.
And these guys do have a couple blue potions too, so Quizbowl could just chug a little bit and be okay. And he is going to find Bombos as well, so that does help quite a bit for the Cold Stare fight.
Yeah, and the room that TripleZed in is notoriously laggy. But he got through it just fine. And also the Spike Pit of Death. That's what I'm going to call this room. The TripleZed, he could get bounced around a lot. And there is this technique for going over this pit with bombs and a sword. Well,
bomb jumping in Ice Palace makes the dungeon pretty trivial, actually.
Yeah.
You know, usually you have to kind of go through this big puzzle to get down to the boss, but with this bomb jump,
not here.
If you learn this bomb jump, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Oh, and the penguins are giving him trouble.
They are. He knows that the Master Sword is not going to
Master Sword is not
do a lot of damage against those penguins. So I see the hook shots strats, you know, kind of working well here since they knock them out in one hit. Not a bad plan.
Yeah. And it does look like Quizbowl is having a little bit of time sink on this boss right here. So, you know, on these next few phases, it could go faster or slower than TripleZed, depending on, you know. strategies.
Definitely.
Definitely faster.
It's anyone's game right now.
Yeah. It's a back and forth type of race. Hey, Bombos is always nice to use on this boss. It gives you a second to, like, take a sip of whatever beverage you enjoy.
Yeah, solid fight from Quizbowl there at the end of the Argus fight. He is going to head over to Ice Palace now. He knows what he needs to do. TripleZed nuking these Cold Stare Puffs with Fire Rod. Yeah. Takes him down, no problem. Great job.
And it just leaves another dungeon done for him.
Rewarded with that map. Still no sword in sight for these players at the moment.
Just simply a couple more pendants to get.
So I imagine TripleZed is heading to Misery Mire, and we might even see kind of a sync up at Turtle Rock, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. Again, a lot of it depends on how well these players will play, and if they decide to check any of the extra chests.
Yeah, it really depends on their gambles for looking for a better sword upgrade, because finding a sword upgrade could actually be really huge and save a lot of time.
But, with each chest checked, it's higher possibility of finding the sword.
But also more time lost, so it's really interesting to see what these guys are going to gamble for.
It's a give and take, as they say.
Quizbowl getting some nice arrow drops there. It's pretty clutch considering he was pretty low on the arrows. It's good to have a bunch of arrows going into Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, considering that several of the bosses are easier with arrows. Excuse me. But yeah, the big thing now is just how fast can either of these players get through these dungeons? Can they? And how well can they play through these dungeons?
Yeah, definitely. Fortunately, the Misery Mire big key is on the bridge there, so it makes Misery Mire quite a bit quicker. That's why Quizbowl was able to finish that quickly. TripleZed realizing he can do the same. He's going to be heading down towards Vitreous.
Yeah, and just Quizbowl getting played the tennis with. But he's now attempting a bomb jump.
Very nicely done.
First try. But while his gameplay does look a little bit on the sloppy side, he does have that lead on TripleZed. From that shortcut.
He does indeed. But TripleZed is almost at victory, so we might see simultaneous boss fights here. Yeah. Could be pretty crazy.
I mean, that's what we almost saw with Cold Stare and
Argus, yeah, exactly.
Argus, yeah. But, it's simply a matter of what chests do they check.
Yeah, it looks like Quizbowl's going out of his way here to pick up a big key and then also check the big chest, so this could be a big payoff if it's a sword. Yeah,
or it could be a huge time.
Could just be 5 arrow upgrade.
Yeah, back to time loss. But yeah, a lot of it just depends on what choices are made and what routing choices are made against these bosses.
TripleZed opting to use the cape here with the Master Sword, just takes a bunch of swings at the vitreous small eyeballs, finishes him off with the bow, and he is now officially ahead in the race.
And Turtle Rock is the next dungeon.
Yeah, that half magic is definitely doing a lot of work for TripleZed. It's been helping him out a lot.
Mm-hmm. That and just his gameplay has been helping out. He's just been playing really well. But yeah, Quizbowl wishes he had triple magic at this point for Cold Stare.
Yeah, that half magic coming in the clutch. Looks like TripleZed's opting to buy a potion here. Ooh, TripleZed needs to be really careful right now.
Quiz, use the potion now. Quiz, potion.
There it is. And he's just gonna finish off Cold Stare with that fire rod.
Yeah, almost had a death there if he'd forgotten about those potions. That would not be a pretty sight.
Yeah, having to do Ice Palace all over again would have been pretty devastating. So I'm glad he used that potion. He knew what he had. And now he's going to be off to Turtle Rock just like TripleZed. So hopefully he doesn't get bodied by these cabbages as much as TripleZed. And there is an opportunity. Yeah, but there is an opportunity to gamble in Turtle Rock, which is kind of interesting because there is a situation where you have to have a small key, you know, basically heading into the boss room, and if you decide to skip the big chest, which can contain a small key, you could get screwed and have to go back. Yep. So depending on the gambles that these players make, we could see one surge ahead further, or you know, one come up from behind. Quizbowl could come up from behind. We'll see. And then Ganon's Tower is also going to be kind of in play as some interesting gambles to take. There's right or left.
Didn't you say this team right here has the possibility of having a 5-way tie?
I believe so, yes. If Quizbowl takes this one.
Yeah. We almost saw with them a 5-way tie, but they're still. It's looking more and more like that's less of a possibility now.
Hey, you never know. As I mentioned, there are gambles to take.
Yeah, gambles to take. But the amount of gambles is slowly decreasing. Or fast decreasing, not slowly. And already a lot of the some of the gambles that have placed these people the way they are and have helped determine this race have already been played out, but there are a few left. As well as one of these players could make a bad decision which cost him dearly.
Yeah, we don't hope for those things, but we will see, what happens. Yeah, because again, those gambles not paying off could be devastating. And we don't see a big key yet for TripleZed here in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we just see a rupee and some keys. Though, you know, refilling the magic like that is always a good decision if you're starting to run low.
Definitely. With that half magic, you know, he'll be able to breeze through here. He can use potentially like Fire Rod to blow up these pokies if he wants.
Yeah.
He's just gonna slash away.
Yeah. And the chain chomps right here, yeah, they can be a nuisance. But you know, TripleZed just maneuvers his way through them.
Now, unfortunately, the big key is in the vanilla big key chest, so this might be a little slower Turtle Rock, and that may make TripleZed decide to check the big chest here.
Yeah, though there is also the Mimic Cave.
Oh, but they don't need it. They don't need to find any new items.
They don't need to, but it would be nice.
Yeah, I guess that's an option for a sword location.
Yeah.
That's
or
fair.
the silver arrows.
That's a gamble. That's a gamble. Yeah,
It's a
silver
gamble.
arrows. That's a fun gamble. That's for sure.
Indeed. Like this late into a race, something like that could just pay off hugely. Though, you know, it's looking like...
Quizbowl is struggling a little bit here in the lamp room, but it looks like he's got things under control. Using that hook shot to fall in the pit allows you to get through this door pretty quickly.
But the important thing for in these type of races is to never give up.
That's right. Yeah, you never know where your opponent is, and these guys are going to have pretty amazing times.
Yeah,
actually,
both of them are going to be sub 2. It looks like.
Oh yeah, definitely. It looks like TripleZed is opting to go for the big chest here, but will he check the Mimic Cave? Does he want to look for that sword?
Oh, Quizbowl taking some damage.
Looks like he's going to opt not to. It is a bit of a time waste, and he does find a key in the big chest here, so he is rewarded. So he actually doesn't have to go to the iBridge room with the 4 chests, but he might decide to do that if he wants to look for a sword or silvers. Yeah, 4 chests
there.
A lot of things there.
Yeah.
He is skipping through things. He is maybe hoping he finds some value in Ganon's tower, while Quizbowl is braving the Chain Chomps right now. He's trying to make sure he stays alive here. Getting absolutely bodied by these Chain Chomps, unfortunately, and he does take a death. That is tragic. But fortunately, he did get the key in there. And so it's not going to be too much time to get back to that point.
Yeah. And yeah, TripleZed's just if there is any hope of sword or arrows, it's for Ganon's tower.
Or Trinex himself, I suppose, could be holding some value. That would be pretty interesting.
Trinex the tryhard.
That's right.
I mean, with a red tunic, blue potions, it shouldn't be too troubling of a fight.
Oh, definitely. Hey, TripleZed should be fine here. Interesting
with the red head
decision. Well, he has the Master Sword. It looks like he wants to kill off the Ice Head here because he knows that because he has to go multiple rounds with the rods, he doesn't want to deal with that slippery physics. That's right.
Or it could also have been one of those things where he started going for level 3 and higher sword strats, and was like, oh my gosh, the redhead's not dead, and just reacting accordingly.
It's a bit low on health. He needs to watch his health here. If he takes one hit, he's gonna need to hit him. Yeah, he's gonna have to use one of those potions. He did go buy one before he came up here, and he does have a couple more.
Yeah.
You see him menuing over to it just in case.
And he has to. And you know, with only having a level 2 sword, Trinex is going to have to take a lot more hits than, or a few more hits than with other swords.
Yeah, most certainly. Alright, nice fight from TripleZed. Well done.
Oh, Quizbowl with the bomb chokes.
It's okay, you'll be able to make it out there.
Level 4 sword.
Wow!
Level 4 sword.
Butter Sword from Trinex. What an amazing pickup here. for TripleZed. I bet he is super relieved at this point. Now it's just a matter of where does he go in Ganon's tower. That can still decide this race. If one player goes left, one player goes right, somebody could end up on top.
Decides it.
It really does.
Or, you know, if a hand wants to grab one of them, and they are enticed by that hand, could decide a lot. It's never over till it's over.
Oh, Quizbowl getting the bug net here in the chest that TripleZed skipped. Interesting.
And I mean, you know, TripleZed could take a death, but we aren't hoping for that at all. But we're not denying it's a possibility.
All right, so TripleZed is heading down the right side, likely going to check these two chests, and then he has to decide, does he want to go right or does he want to go left? Looks like he's going to go back upstairs and go left, so if Quizbowl goes right, we could have a really interesting race.
Oh, by the way, chat, take your guesses now. How many chests will it be?
Oh my goodness, it's too late! TripleZed has found the big key on the torch, and he is heading upstairs right now.
I mean, you know, the upstairs could have some enemies that do give him some trouble. He could fail on some torch lighting. He could pull one of those things that someone pulled out of GDQ where they had to start again in his tower all over again. It's not over till it's over, folks.
It definitely is not over till it's over. These guys are really close to each other. Like, Quizbowl is probably less than 2 minutes away. Assuming he goes for the same strategy that TripleZed does in Ganon's tower.
Yep. I mean, they are guaranteed the butter sword. So there's that. But I mean, Quizbowl doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be thrilled once that falls.
Excuse me. Yeah.
All right, let's check out TripleZed's gauntlet here as Quizbowl continues fighting Trinex. He's getting quite a few hits on him, so he needs to be careful with his health.
Yeah.
And remember, Quizbowl does not have that half magic. He needs to be really careful with his magic power.
Yeah. And he also has some ice on the ground.
That was definitely clever on TripleZed's part to take out the ice head first. Most people tend to take out the fire head. And Quizbowl is down to 2 hearts again. Hopefully he does have a potion. He does.
He does.
So he needs to make every single one of these fire rod shots count.
Yeah.
He's doing a pretty good job.
Don't jinx it.
Oh no. Okay, he got him.
Yes.
Don't think he had another potion, so that was pretty clutch.
Yeah, indeed.
And TripleZed making quick work of Land Molus 2. Very nicely done.
Oh, yeah, Quiz does have another potion.
Oh, he does? Interesting.
Look at his screen, yes. And he's using it.
Okay.
I knew one of these people had 3 potions.
I think they both do them.
They both do them? Okay, having a pretty good Trinex fight.
He is. TripleZed was missing a lot of hits on Trinex early on in this stage, so good on Quizbowl to bring it back.
Maybe we should rename him as Trollnex.
I like to call him Trihex, but
in this case it's Trollnex.
But there you go, Trollnex. It's really funny that they get the butter sword from him.
Yeah.
Who knows where that tempered sword was? Maybe in Ganon's tower. So they may have been forced to fight Trinex with the Master Sword.
Yeah. the primary colors, red, blue, and yellow from that fight.
That's right. So, interestingly, TripleZed not checking any other chests. It looks like he's okay without the silver arrows. So, he is going to be basically well on his way to fighting Moldorm 2 here. Saw him have a lot of trouble with Moldorm 1. This is a chance for revenge. Quizbowl getting trolled by these fairies here.
Hey,
unfortunately, TripleZed, I immediately jinxed him, so that's good. Gives Quizbowl a chance to catch up.
Yeah. To catch fairies and catch up.
And there we go. Moldorm 2 down. Now the question is he going to check the validation chest? He's doing it! 5 rupees in the pocket!
And TripleZed's the winner. His run has been validated. As having finished the game.
Let's see what kind of strats TripleZed uses against Aghanim 2.
Yep.
It's a double there, not bad.
Can we get the oh baby a triple going on?
Well, we have 3 hits on him, so he needs to get all 3 of these if he wants to finish it this cycle. He gets 2 more, just 1 more to go.
One more.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
And Quizbowl went the good path here to grab that big key off the torch.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna slip in here and also grab a small key, so then he doesn't even have to kill the mini Helmosaurs upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that background noise.
No worries. So TripleZed entering the Ganon fight with 3.5 hearts. And he is immediately switching over the cape. Looks like he's going to take some safe strats here. Makes sense.
Have you had your delicious breakfast for your incredible insides yet today?
No, not yet. But it looks like TripleZed and Quizbowl are going to get their fill.
Yeah. Indeed.
It's all about that Weetabix.
Yep. A potion already? Oh, right, probably for his health.
He's just trying to play it safe. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
You don't want to get this far and then die.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely one of the harder fights in the game.
Alright, so let's see this silverless strat. Apparently silver arrows were in Death Mountain. So Spike Cave?
Oh yeah. Mimic Cave. It looks like.
Oh, Mimic Cave. It could have been. Did they check Spike Cave?
Let's see. It looks like there's Mimic Cave, and they haven't checked Spike Cave either. I don't think they checked Spike Cave.
That would have been pretty crazy if it was Mimic Cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So TripleZed getting some good hits on Ganon here with his silverless strat. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, he has level 4 sword, but he doesn't have silver arrows.
Yep, it's a total of 12 hits with either the tempered or the butter sword. Doesn't matter which. So you got to get those spin attacks in. Although there is a short window for you to actually just slash Ganon with the butter sword as opposed to the tempered sword. That's the only real difference.
Yeah, and he's just getting all the hits on him.
There it is.
We have a winner.
Awesome job to TripleZed, finishing with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 15 seconds. Amazing time, and GG.
I'm gonna go see if Quizbowl wants to do an interview.
You mean TripleZed, but yeah.
Or TripleZed?
Yes.
Yeah, TripleZed, yeah.
Alright, nice gauntlet from Quizbowl. Looks like he's going to powder this anti-fairy, or the bunny beam, I should say. And he's off to fight Landmo 2. Getting wrecked by having Sword Beam. But he is making quick work of these Landmollas.
Hello.
Hello, hello! Congratulations, TripleZed, on an awesome win there. Very, very close win, I should say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quizbowl is in the top of Ganon's Tower right now. So,
Oh, I see.
he just finished Landmollas 2.
Yeah.
He was actually ahead of you
Just
by
because-
about half a dungeon for quite some time.
Oh, really?
Simply because
Yeah,
of the,
he was... Yeah.
simply because
Go
of the
ahead.
flippers. So what'd you think of the flipper location?
I was amused. I was
Yeah.
amused. I'm just glad it wasn't in, like, pod or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what made you decide to put that off for so long? Just
were
not
just-
having the flippers?
So many other things, yeah.
Yeah.
And not having them. It was just like,
It was really interesting to see Quizbowl was actually in go mode before you were.
Oh, he was.
Pseudo go
His
mode.
last item was the mirror, which you cleverly found up in Death Mountain. And he hadn't beat Hera yet. So
Yeah.
you were ahead in crystals for a while, but he was ahead in the item collection because he had hit up Zora kind of in the mid-game.
Now, I don't think either of you checked the spike cave yet.
No, I meant to, actually, but I forgot when I was up there
Yeah.
the second time.
Yeah, it would have if it was either that location or the Mimic Cave, which had the silver. According to this track right now, it's either that or Mimic Cave, which would
Right.
have the silver arrows.
Yeah, Ganon said, did you find them in Death Mountain?
Yeah.
So how did it feel to have the Master Sword for most of the run? Honestly, you had
Yeah.
Spider Sword for a long time. Too.
I'm just gonna say, Tri-Hex was scary.
Yeah. Troll Hex.
I mean, you probably saw me going in circles there. I had the potion out. I couldn't remember how much damage he dealt. I was like, do I use the potion, or do I like save it for Ganon because I might be having to Master Sword Ganon?
Yeah, it was a pretty clutch fight, but you actually had half magic where Quizbowl did not, and I think that
Ooh.
actually contributed to you catching up quite
Yeah.
a bit.
It probably really helped on the Cold Stare fight.
It
Yeah,
did.
indeed.
And Trinex. He used like 3 blue potions on Trinex.
Oh wow.
And he also missed. And yeah, he also. Quizbowl also checked a lot of the side rooms in these dungeons, just hoping to get the sword.
Yeah, I just decided, you know what? It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
If I don't get it for the boss, I did check a few in Swamp because they were right there, and like Swamp has such
Yeah.
a high ratio of items to non-items. Like
Yeah.
I checked those, but then everything else I was just like, nope. I'll just do Ganon
Yeah.
24 hits.
And then out of the sky, a butter sword appeared. How did that feel?
That felt so good. It
Mhm.
felt so good.
Yeah.
So overall, how do you feel about the seed? I mean, was it pretty much free? I mean, you got a really good time here with 134.
It kind of felt that way. I was really hoping for an Alu seed. If you saw me in the before the race typing the names out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I wanted that. I really wanted. I went and checked. I went and checked. What was it?
Wait, did Quizbowl
Pedestal.
just get a triple?
Pedestal. He got a double there at the end, which
Oh,
was
double.
pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah, he's having a good aga too, just like you did, TripleZed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really hoping like Kane of Samaria would be at pedestal. Like that's what I was hoping for so badly.
Yeah. Hey, these runs can be amusing when stuff like that happens.
We were really just down to the mirror because Quizbowl had found flippers and the red cane. So we were hoping that mirror might be there, but
It could have been.
it was
actually.
still a very trolly place. Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
It was also really interesting to see your decision on the medallion requirements. Oh God, Quizbowl, please don't die. He does have a fairy. But we noticed that you didn't check the Misery Mire medallion requirement the first time you went over there.
Yeah, that was just a failure on my part.
Yeah.
Well, it ended up working out fine for you.
Yeah.
I remember you went back there with the mirror trying to look for something.
Yeah, I was trying to look for something. I guess I got blue cane. It wasn't really worth it, but...
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, I was actually thinking early on in the game, too, like the first Land Molus fight, I was like, you know, if this weren't an item, if Land Molus didn't have an item, I wasn't going to do that fight with just Fighter Sword. But he had an item, and I had to, like, respect that.
And it was an important one. It was Ether, so that was actually pretty clutch for you guys.
But I could have got that later, right?
Yeah, definitely. But the point is, you may have been hunting for it in other places necessarily.
True.
Yeah. So it was good that you followed through. Both of you guys really kind of took a very similar path early on in the game, but then you split off once you guys got your Moon Pearl and your mitts and your hammer.
Yeah. And ultimately, once was it you, Triple, who checked Death Mountain first and found the boots?
Yeah, I checked really early.
And ultimately, that saved you a bit of time in Desert Palace and allowed you to catch up there. So,
definitely, Quizbowl actually went through that entire dungeon without boots.
Oh, and then had to come back with boots to check the items?
No, he didn't need boots to complete it.
Oh, right,
There was like a compass on the bomb torch, so he was actually able to finish it, but he was just... He actually got there before you did.
Right.
You beat him to the boss. So it was really
pretty
interesting to see. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Quiz only has like one hit point left.
Yeah, this is a pretty scary fight right now.
Yeah.
But he's doing a great job.
Yeah. Pretty tense fight right here. Especially with no silver arrows. But I mean,
it looks like that's gonna do it. He takes down Ganon in this clutch fight with one heart remaining. Awesome job to Quizbowl, finishing with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 58 seconds. Congratulations to Quizbowl. Awesome job. And hello, Quizbowl.
Hello.
Hey.
what'd you think of that seed?
First of all, I'm really excited because that is a PB for me.
Wow,
congratulations.
that's awesome.
Hype chat. Give me a bunch of that hype.
So
Make sure you save your timer there.
Split.
That's all right. I'm looking at the SRL time anyway. So
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
about
at least you didn't accidentally pause your timer in the middle.
Oh well.
Or accidentally
It's all right. It's all right. SRL's the real thing anyway.
Yeah.
It is. It tracks it for you, so that's the good news.
I with all the troll seeds that have been going on for the past several nights in a row, I had a really hard time believing I was in go mode.
Yeah.
I kept looking at it. I'm like, I'm missing something, aren't I? I'm like, what am I missing? I mean, I guess the only thing that really had me concerned is I just had the Master Sword through most of that, and
Yeah.
that's not something I'm used to having. And so I kept opening chests here and there, being like, can I get something better? I don't want to do Silverless Master Sword Ganon.
Yeah. And you had like one heart left there at the end.
Yeah,
That
I think
was
I
a
had
clutch
another
fight.
I think I had another
Jesus.
fairy in the bag there. But,
Oh. Well, let's just pretend you didn't.
Okay, yeah, clutch fight. Yeah.
Let's just pretend you didn't.
But this. I mean, even though
But
I
the
got
people-
second, I had a blast.
Let's just pretend that the people tracking just made a mistake right there and forgot to use that dirt.
Okay, so everyone was on the edge of their seats with that one, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, we were. And, well, how did you feel about this seed, being such a lucrative seed? I mean, you were able to find, like, Titan's mitts early on. You guys found Hookshot in Desert. You guys got the book early, so you're able to...
Yeah.
If you wanted, you could have checked Master Sword. TripleZed didn't find anything of value, but...
Oh, just a heart.
Yeah, Flute at Sick Kid. Like, there was just so much value.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It was a good seed, and I'm glad I was able to capitalize on that and come up with a good time.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember, where was the Titans? I don't even remember.
It's the
Agonim's cave.
of Agonim's brother that I can never pronounce either, or not
Agonaz cave. Yeah.
It's
Agina's cave was Titan's mitts. No, that was Power Glove. Sorry, where was Titan's mitts?
Oh, Ice Rod. Ice Rod.
Ice Rod. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, sorry, I got them flipped. Sorry.
Same thing too.
Ice
And
Rod. Yeah, sometimes I don't check Ice Rod. Like I say, I can get it later. So I'm really glad I checked it this time.
Yeah, and hey, at least you didn't have to check with Shalinda to see if he had anything.
Yeah, when I saw that it was green pendant on the Palace of Darkness, right? And so there's already 6 items in Palace of Darkness plus the green pendant. As soon as I saw the map, I'm like, oh, am I gonna have to go in there?
Yeah.
I'm glad that didn't end up happening. I was really upset when I saw the cane over there on the ledge going up to Zora. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to come back here again. This is terrible. And then I go up to Zora and he gives me the flipper. So, okay, that works.
Yeah. I mean, hey, at least you didn't have to go to Scott to see what item he had.
Yeah, so...
This was actually a really, really hype and exciting race because TripleZed did end up finding those boots a bit early. And so he took a bit of a lead kind of in the early game. Like you were heading over to Desert and walking through it, and he actually entered after you jumped into Desert and then ended up beating you because he did find those boots before he went there. But then you skyrocketed into the lead later on, Quizbowl, because you went to Zora, and that paid off big time for you, and TripleZed put that off for quite some time. So this is a really exciting race for that aspect, for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was exciting for the viewers.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was so close. I think my last race was somewhere on the 2.5 hour mark. So this is,
it's good to cut down on the time.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that 2.5 hour one was a troll seed.
I don't think it was terribly trolly. I think the one I had last time, I wasn't very comfortable with dark rooms, and so I went on a scavenger hunt for the lamp. And so I've been practicing my dark rooms. I'm semi-comfortable with most of them. Of course, we find the lamp with the merchants. So
Dark rooms can always be one of those things to determine a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and we weren't paying attention to the bonks, but how many bonks did you have, Triple?
I think Chad said I had 15, and
15?
Quizbowl had I don't know.
It hasn't come up yet.
nine.
I'm
Hasn't
still.
come up yet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking at the
Credits.
credits. Yeah.
15 bonks, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably double that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My last race, I was so nervous in parts of it that I was just bonking all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially choke heavy when there's a tight corridor to not bonk at.
Yeah, we want to make those tight turns, and then I don't know. I think somewhere they said that if it's about 3 or 4 tiles of movement before it becomes worth it to actually dash. So I try to walk around those tight corners rather than dash, because I usually wind up bonking on them anyway.
Yeah.
So it looks like TripleZed. This puts you at 2-1 in your group, and there is another player at 2-2.
No.
Ruble, and Pika Pals is at 2-0. Zarby at 1-1. Unfortunately, this puts Quizbowl here at 0-3. So
Yeah.
you denied the
I denied the five-way. I know.
Yeah, I saw that. There was if I lose to Quizbowl and Pika loses to Quizbowl and Zarby beats Pika and I beat Zarby, then there was a five-way tie for 2-2.
Yeah. Now.
Oh wow, I'm seeing my bonk count.
Yeah. How much was it now?
I'll wait for it to come up on screen.
Yeah, wait for it to come up on screen. But so I think that unfortunately puts you out of the tournament, Quizbowl. But you still have one more match, which is really exciting. So, what are you going to do to prepare for that, or how are you going to approach that?
Well, I mean, I'm going to race as hard as I can on that one as well. I mean, now it's for pride, trying to make sure I don't go 0-4 in the tournament. Although, coming in, I kind of expected it, But
I mean, hey, hopefully you're not going to pull with that.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best, and hopefully make a good race for the viewers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
25 bonks, I see it came up.
Yeah, I was impressed. I think 25 is a really low number for me. I also saw the sub 5-minute menu time, which
that's awesome.
Is better
sub
for me
5
as well.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
A great race from both of you guys.
Yeah.
And TripleZed, you are 2-1, and so it seems like this next match is going to matter quite a bit for you. So what are you going to do to prepare?
I don't know. I'm gonna watch Zarby's race against Pika Pals, and yeah, that's gonna be one of the things I do.
All right. So, any other final thoughts?
No, this has been an awesome experience, and I just want to again say thank you to all the organizers and folks that made the ROM. You guys for commentating, and I really appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Yeah, all the beta testing that's went into this, all the different updates and changes, all the different racers, and everyone here who has signed up and taken part in this race, and all you viewers who are here in this chat.
Yeah, and congratulations again on that PB Quizbowl.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
I hope you PB again in your next race.
All right, I will do my best.
Oh, someone's asking what a bonk means.
It's basically when you dash. Yeah, you dash into a wall or an object.
So I guess ideally the number you want is 3 because it's what the rocks outside of Sanctuary, once in Ganon's Tower, and once in Desert Palace.
And it would be 4 because of the Cape Grave or the
King's Tomb. Yeah. And then there's Library.
Oh, the Library too.
Library, true.
Yeah, I guess we're counting all of the blocks.
Yeah. So,
but great job, guys. Thank you for an awesome race. Guys, if you haven't already followed the runners, make sure you follow both of these guys. These guys put on an awesome show for us. They had amazing times today, too.
Yeah.
Fantastic times. And I don't believe we have any other matches for tonight, but there might be one ongoing.
I think there's one ongoing.
There is.
Yes.
Let's drop a raid message on them. Fish flippers. How about fish flippers?
I like vanilla flippers.
Vanilla flippers? All right.
Vanilla flippers. Let's go raid them with vanilla flippers. How about that?
_flippers. Hashtag vanilla flippers. There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you over on Speed Gaming 2. Have a wonderful night.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.